Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, Archangels and Ascended Masters, for the perfect guidance, perfect clarity, and perfect peace that's here for each of us right now. Thank you to the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this opportunity in this moment right now for faith. We thank you for this opportunity in this moment for angelic connection. And we thank you for this opportunity in this moment that we gratefully allow help to happen. We allow ourselves to receive help. So if we could just take in a breath and we welcome help from the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We celebrate all the grace and good that's here. So just right where you are sitting, if we could notice Archangel Ariel, like a breeze, like air being on your left side. If we could notice with a bit more solidity, Archangel Michael being on your right side. So if you could feel these pillars of goodness and unconditional love right beside you. And if we could just feel, perhaps just sensing it, their attention being fully on you, not distracted, not diluted, just completely present with you right now on either side of you. And if we could breathe in, and like in stereo, if we could notice Ariel and Michael both saying your name out loud. And if we could notice, like in stereo, both angels saying your name out loud. And if you could notice your soul responding to the two angels, your soul saying Ariel's name, your soul saying Michael's name. And let's notice your body responding to the two angels saying your name. And if we could feel, sense, see, hear, or know the two angels responding to your intention that you stated, responding to your body's needs, responding with immediate action and immediate care. So if we could breathe in and notice Ariel perhaps acting like a healer and Michael acting like a conduit to greater good. So if we could breathe in to two different um, methods, two different availabilities, if we could just breathe in and let the angels work for you. And Archangel Michael's being super specific, the conduit word, if we could notice him helping energy within you move vertically up and down, which will provide great grounding and also great independence from the energy of other people, including the energy of stress. So if we could just breathe in and feel just up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And notice your ability, like watching a tennis match, to not be taken up in it, but to notice the activity, letting Michael do all the work there. And allowing him, he's saying it's not his first rodeo with grounding. Let's let him help you ground right now. So if we could feel where it is that you're sitting, that being a good place, where you are right now being a good place, your body being a good body that knows how to ground, your sensitivity being a wonderful trait that could use some refinement in this moment, perhaps. Let's let, with your sensitivity, Archangel Ariel just um, effortlessly lifting the energy of other people, including people that we're close to, lifting that off of you. And we're going to go through and be very thorough with that. If we could just breathe in and let Archangel Ariel lift off of you and remove from you the energy from your family, including people who are passed away, the energy of parents, grandparents, great grandparents, aunts, uncles, siblings, step siblings, cousins, nieces, nephews, extended family, and your ancestors, letting Ariel do that with a flip of her hand, and letting the energy of all of your friends, including former friends and childhood friends, move away. Letting the energy of any current or past romantic and sexual partners, including spouses and former spouses, letting those energies move away. Specifically, letting the energy of anybody who's thinking about you, letting that energy move away. Letting the energy of anyone you work with currently or have worked with in the past, letting those energies move away. And letting Ariel do all the work. Letting anyone you've exchanged money with, letting those energies, those bonds, those ties, including governments, letting that move away. Everyone you've gone to school with or are going to school with. All authority figures, so-called authority figures and otherwise actual authority figures. All politicians, all police, landlords, anyone in the legal system, lawyers, judges, meter maids. Letting all that move away. Everyone who's ever touched your body, and anyone whose body you've touched. Everyone you've ever communicated with behavior, silence, words, written words, spoken words. And everyone you've ever seen, read, or heard about. Strangers, people you've seen in media, on television, film, the internet, advertising, and print media, newspapers, and magazines. And anyone who's ever seen, read, or heard about you. So let's just take a breath. And if we could feel like a big pile of laundry, all that Ariel's moved away and moved off of you. And if you could notice Archangel Ariel in this moment saying your name out loud once again. And let's indeed just say our own names out loud. I am, and we'll say it again. I am Mark. I'm not someone else. I am fully myself right now. My energy is my own. I allow the parts of me that are exhausted to rest. I allow the parts of me that are rejuvenated to be so. I'm free right now. Wonderful. If we could breathe in and notice that you are you, if we could just breathe into the you who is here, just confirming as your conscious adult self. And if we could feel Archangel Ariel, perhaps bilocating, trilocating, quad locating, if we could let Ariel attend to the different aspects of yourself, child selves, adolescent selves, younger adult you. If we could breathe in And let every single part of you being attended to and allowing with your conscious mind for your adult self to be right here. And trust that everything, every part of you is being attended to. So any part of you that is triggered, Archangel Ariel will attend to those parts. So if we could notice a change in alignment here, let's let Michael and Ariel shift from being left and right of you to Ariel being in front, Michael being behind. And replacing Ariel on your left will be Archangel Gabriel. So if we could breathe in, and like a vacuum, we can immediately notice Gabriel pulling off of you communications that don't serve. Well, she's saying unkind communications. If we could just breathe in whatever that is, be that an email, be that a text, be that silence, whatever that means, let's let those in exchanges pull off of you. And if we could notice a core thing, empaths, that it's okay for you to release the energy of other people. It's okay not to hold on to something. So if we could breathe in, and if we could feel Archangel Michael behind you growing taller, like 10 feet tall. And if we could feel with these three archangels their duty to you and for you, that this is their job, what they're doing right now. All this clarity is their job. So let's breathe in. We'll add a fourth angel to your right side, which is Archangel Raphael, angel of healing. And if we could let Raphael, like a pre-stethoscope doctor, putting his head on your chest to listen to your heart. So if we could breathe into this archangel listening to your heart in all ways. And if we could let, with that touch, with that contact, let's let Raphael listen to your heart and to your body, and to provide for your heart and for your body instant healing, perfect faith, perfect energy. So if we could notice any sense of depletion, Raphael providing the opposite of, letting energy, nourishment, faith, hope, clarity come into you from Archangel Raphael. What he's saying is any parts of us that feel dented from the energy of other people, or the what it's like to detox from 4 years of chaos, what it's like to notice the triggers that are happening, to notice other people freaking out perhaps, to notice the parts of you that are freaking out perhaps. Let's just let Raphael bring calm. And if we can notice, being an archangel, let's notice what it's like to have something addressed within yourself without even a hint of judgment. And no human reaction of like, oh, well, you should. Let's just release all of that and let four archangels tend to you right now. And if we could notice them starting again from where we started, let's notice these four angels simultaneously saying your name out loud. And if we could continue the theme of zero judgment and not even a hint of judgment. And let's just notice any part of you that might be thinking, saying, feeling, well, what about? And if we could let these four angels address that fear, that doubt, that wondering, that question. And if we could breathe into that solution. Wonderful. If we could breathe in and we'll notice Archangel Michael. Um, it's like he's putting his hand in your pocket. And perhaps if him putting his hand in your pocket, this act of intimacy, if he's touching parts of you that hurt, let's let him do that. And let's let him absorb all the static from the hurt and let healing happen. He's using a water analogy. If the water feels thick or dirty, let's let him sift through the water and purify it. Let's let him purify you and let the debris come out. Wonderful. So if we could breathe in and notice like a crescendo in classical music, let's very simply notice in this moment these four angels completely 100% focused on you. As always, they work with all of us at once. They're not bound by limits. So if we could notice these four mighty archangels, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, let's feel them all looking at you with love. Let's notice what these four archangels are sharing with you right now, which includes energy, which includes faith, which includes love, which includes healing, which includes relief, which includes answers. So if we could just breathe in. Wonderful. So if we could breathe in, and if we could begin to use our own words for a moment, if we could say out loud, we're not concluding, but we're going to do something. If we could say out loud, thank you, Archangel Ariel. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. I deserve the best. I release waiting in line for my good. I choose to receive my good now. I set aside any belief that I don't deserve good. I know the universe is generous and that I am part of that generosity. Thank you, angels, for helping me to receive. Thank you, angels, for replacing the parts of me that are brittle with strength. Thank you, angels, for revitalizing my nervous system. and for individualizing my nervous system. My nervous system is my own. Wonderful. So if we could just breathe in and notice these 4 focused angels. And if we could notice just that, they're not checking their phones, they're not bored, they're not distracted. They're completely focused on you right now. So we'll just breathe into that. Let's notice that fact. Your worth is being shared with you right now. Your worth is not a concept. Your worth is not kept in a safety deposit box. Your worth is active and alive. And let's say that out loud. My worth is active and alive. My worth is being reflected to me right now. I release the belief that my worth is elusive. My worth is tangible and strong. I am worthy. All parts of me are worthy. I am worthy right this second. I have been worthy. I am worthy. I continue to be worthy. It is my will for all beings to feel worthy. I choose to pop the balloon of hate and see love for all. Thank you, angels, for helping me do all of this. I release deprioritizing my happiness. My happiness is my number one priority today. Wonderful. Let's just breathe in. And let's notice and feel all this good, all this good. Archangel Ariel in front of you, focused on you. Archangel Michael, 10 feet tall, right behind you, protecting you, loving you, providing for you. Archangel Gabriel to your left, enhancing all these positive communications, helping you to see the good. And Archangel Raphael to your right, helping you to feel good. Your heart having been listened to, your nervous system being refreshed. Good things happening right now. The triggers deactivated. Perhaps the source of the triggers moved away. And there being alignment in every single system in your body. Plenty of fuel, plenty of perspective, and great, very thorough individualization of energy. A wonderful, luxurious sense of grounding. And all this leading to clarity and peace of mind. So if we could just breathe into all that. All of that, all of that, all of that. So we'll just breathe in and let's say out loud, I am worthy and free. I am worthy and free. I am worthy of freedom. I am free. Thank you, angels, for helping me. I release the belief that my worthiness will expire. My worthiness is perpetual. And so it is. Wonderful. So if we could just breathe in, let's feel Ariel, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael placing a hand on you. And that hand, that touch remaining throughout this day, into the night, into tomorrow, that you are connected deeply with the angels. They are here and they are helping. You deserve this help, and that's not even the equation. That help is here. It's safe for us to rely upon that help, to call upon that help. Let them help with everything and anything, and for good things to happen. So, with great serenity, great power, great peace, and great individualization, we say out loud to the angels, thank you so much. And thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, archangels and ascended masters, for this wonderful opportunity in this moment to be ourselves. We celebrate all this good, all this peace, all this love, and all this joy. We celebrate belonging. We celebrate celebrating. We celebrate all the good that is here. And we thank Ariel, Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael for their wonderful help, and the other angels and guides that we know by name, our wonderful loved ones who help us from the non-physical. And we celebrate all this goodness. We celebrate everyone on the planet receiving help today, including people who might need it with some urgency. We allow that urgency to be met. We recognize that everything is in perfect and divine order and that good things are here. And with clarity, peace, and ease, we ask for this or something better right now in all directions of time. And so it is.